All right, let's refine your seat. So that's one of the most important practices of being a yogi on the mat, is that we may not know exactly how to best line ourselves up, but we do our best to line ourselves up. And today is the new beginning of a fundamentals practice that I will teach. It's a 45-minute class, and it will go into the fundamentals of Anusara Yoga, which is a style of yoga that I fell in love with in 1996 and then started teaching in 1997. And I've been with this particular style ever since. I just love it. One of the reasons is it invites the heart of the practitioner to step up and remember why you practice, and then we line up with that why, and then we set it to action. So attitude, alignment, and action are three quintessential components to this practice. And there's 5 main principles of alignment, which I will go over the weeks ahead. Today we start with principle number 1, which is called opening to grace. And it's a way to really remember that you're not doing life or your practice by yourself. You are opening up and softening your edges. You're expanding into an awareness that there's something that streams itself through you. Call it life force energy or spirit or your word. And when you open up to that and you say yes to that, so let's try this. You'll just take your hands and open them up and just say, I'm going to open myself up today. I'm going to open up to a power that invites me to be my biggest, most beautiful, badass self. And from that place of deep expansion, you can then really honor how you're held in your own body. And so then we take that expansion and we'll draw it to a midline where the palms come together. And this is here to remind you that your highest self is your next breath away. And opening to grace. So it is guided by the breath. And so today's practice will be a breath-centric, foundation-centric practice, meaning how do we find the best placement for ourselves so that we can feel held below and expansive above. And I'll invite you to close your eyes and just sit with your breath, sit with your body. And there will be a stream of life force energy that comes in through your nose and then carries away anything that might be inhibiting and limiting your ability to really open to the beauty of life today. So we just nurture ourselves in this way. And it's through the presence of the breath that we can start to become more aware of how we've placed ourselves in life, placed ourselves right here on your seated pose. And maybe you can feel all the parts of your body that touch your mat, your ground, your blankets, whatever you've chosen to support yourself with. And without trying to force or contrive the breath, just see if you can let it gently expand on its own accord, because there's a wisdom there. In my practices, I offer mantra, which is sound, vibration. One of the most well-known is the sound of Om. And it's a way to hear your own offering back out to, what, there is something I am in tune with, and let it come through me and back out into the world in a way that sends more grace to our human family. We'll take that sound of Om, if you choose, 3 times, and your Om doesn't have to match mine, and it may not be as long, or the tone might be different. And it's really about that. It's about honoring that energy that flows through you and letting it move So fall in love with the rise and fall of your breath. And when you're ready to really harness your focus, your awareness, your mindfulness, notice your next inhale. Notice your next exhale. Inhale again. Oh. 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 Now abide in that sweet silence that comes after your ohms. And just soften your edges a little more with a deeper inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands. And we're going to start on your backs today. So you can lay yourself down and feel the earth. So when we open to foundation and really understand that foundation will comprise all the parts of your body that touch the sticky mat. And I'll invite you to place your feet on the sticky mat and then open your arms to a cactus shape. So we've already been here before and seated where we open the arms and let the upper body expand with breath. Now spread and lift your toes. And I want you to feel that you've got the balls of your feet on the sticky mat, the heels of your feet on the sticky mat, and that you've got 3 arches in your foot, inside arch, outside arch, and the one that runs from big toe to baby toe. So if you keep your feet nice and active as you breathe and place the toe pads back down to the earth, hopefully you'll feel those 3 arches remaining intact and your feet pretty solid and held. Keeping the feet on the ground, follow your next exhalation and move the knees to the left, little twist. Now go ahead and spread your toes softly so they're widening out from the second toe of each foot, all toes spreading, and then roll from baby toe to big toe to baby toe, and take your knees to the right. And again, access breath and let your back body expand. And then as you're ready, you'll let the breath now guide you left to right, right to left. It's a soft, slow way to start. And I'll give you a quotation from St. Augustine. It's, if you want to build a tower that reaches the sky, you must first allow it to descend and find its foundation. And that foundation is grounded in humility. So let your breath be humble, let your movements be mindful. So we start to blend humility with discipline. Disciplined feet, humble breath. Now, if you've completed an even number side to side, use your next exhalation to pull your knees up towards your chest and hold your knees with your hands. And then remember to soften the muscles around your neck because you're held in your back body. And now you can let your lower back get a little massage, however wide apart you want your knees. Let your body roll from side to side, but follow the contour of the breath. So spread your toes. And then as you're ready, we're going to lift the feet towards the sky and reach up and hold your shins or your ankles, or for some of you, your big toes with your peace fingers and thumb. And then hold just the left knee and extend that right leg down. Let it hover over the earth so it's long and strong. And then mindfully place that right heel so it touches the ground and becomes part of your foundation. With the next breath out, pull the right knee in, extend the left leg out, let it hover for a little bit and spread your toes so you've got your awareness all the way down to toe tips. And we'll place place both feet on the sticky mat. Take your arms to a cactus shape and notice how that put a little bit more curve in your lumbar spine. So maybe the lumbar spine moved away from the floor, which is great. Roll to your left side. So your left arm becomes a pillow. And you're in a fetal pose. And then use your hands, push down into the foundation and come all the way up to the all fours shape where you're facing the front of your sticky mat. And now let the breath move up and forward through cow tilt. And then round the lower back, pull your chin to your chest and push down into the foundation in a way that feels reliable. And inhale, pull the heart forward, cow. Take an inhalation to lift your knees an inch or so off the ground. And really trust that you're held in awareness, you're held in power that breathes you, even when you're not paying attention. Now from your heart, push down through the hands, bend your knees and lift your hips way high. This is called downward dog. Now we'll shift the gaze forward and with your exhale, walk your feet forward. And find those arches of your feet activating. Maintain that strength in the feet and bring your hands to your hips, lifting your elbows to the sky. From your pelvis, push down through the legs, down through the feet to rise up. And this is a pose called mountain pose, where you let your palms move forward and draw your shoulder blades onto your back. Beautiful. Feel the feet by bending and straightening the legs. And when we set foundation and accessed breath, draw your shoulder blades onto your back. Very good. And now with inhale, reach up, expand. And with exhale, reach down. Now, even as you reach up with inhale, can you feel the earth below? And even as you reach down with exhale, can you feel the sky above? So if you want to create a tower, grounded in humility. So stay anchored in earth and open to the breath. Now we'll add on a forward fold. So bend the knees, place your hands to your upper thighs, and push the hips back and reach your crown forward. And then slowly, fingertips to the ground or your blocks. Shake out your head. Let go of limited definitions of self. Now pump the legs a couple times here. So active feet, strong shins, deep breath. And as you're ready, bend the knees, bring the hands to your hips, lift your elbows and draw your shoulder blades on your back. And then press the crown forward as you root through the feet to rise up, reach up, inhale. Active feet. So your breath, your movements, open to that. This will be our last one here. All right, now when you're ready, step your right foot way far back so that you're in a lunge. Left knee over your left ankle. Beautiful. I love it. Deep breath in and a full breath out. Climb left hand to left knee and then right hand to left knee. And just get steady. Push down through the foundation. So you might bend that back knee just a tiny bit so it softens and you can feel the ball of your foot more. And as you press down through your feet, expand into the breath and let the upper body grow wide to those cactus arms. And now we'll hold the pose and breathe with the pose. Feel your foundation. Feel that expansion and contraction and let it move you so the pose is not static. Now, when you're ready, you'll push more through the feet as you inhale to bring your hands down. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, side bodies long. Your breath out, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up high. Now we'll move on a little bit. Fold forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. With your exhale, step right foot back. All right, now we're going to turn all 10 toes to that right side of your sticky mat. So open to the right, wide-legged standing. Bend the left knee. So you're going to go nice and wide with that left knee, root down through the right heel and turn the right toes to the sky. Turn those toes back down, feel the foundation with inhale, and then switch with exhale. Push through your heel. All right. Squeeze the feet to the midline, holding strong, straight legs. Bend the knees a little bit and try to find some curve in your lower back. Bring one hand at a time to your hips. And as you push from the hips to the feet, really ground yourself and rise up. Now we'll just take a big, wide star shape. Ah, that feels good. Take your left foot and turn it so it's facing the front short edge of your sticky mat. Look down and line up your front heel with this back of your arch of your back foot. Front heel to back arch. And if that feels unstable or too hard for you, line up the front heel with the back heel. So that'll be a wider foundation. Bend your front knee. And then look down and see, can I line up my knee over my ankle? And then take a deep breath. And this is warrior two, supported from below and from within. Feel your breath and your legs. Pull the front left leg to straight. Turn the heel out and the toes in. Right toes out to the back short edge of your mat. And bend your knee and find your foot placement. So did it change? So just like any structure that's built with, quality, we go to the foundation and then we go to that something bigger and we open to it. And we start to remember we're held in grace. We're held in our own wisdom. Pull the front right leg to straight. Turn the heel out and the toes in. Front foot, left foot, toes out, heel in. Look down, feel where you've placed your feet and become mindful of that. This is the yogi's prerogative. Everywhere you go today, can you find your foundation when you're standing in line or whatever you're doing? What parts connect you to the earth? So as you lean into that forearmed thigh, we'll go back to your breath and feel your feet. Then we'll squeeze that right shoulder blade toward your back body and reach the right arm up. This is side angle pose, Parsva Konasana. Increase the tension between your feet, squeeze them towards each other, push from your hips down into that stability and rise up. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Feel your feet, deepen your breath, bend your knee, lean into general form and shape of side angle. Feel your feet, deepen your breath, and then reach. And with your inhale, use the top arm, reach to the heaven, and root down through the legs. That'll help you out with grace. Now we'll interlace your hands behind you. And if your shoulders are tight, you can grab a strap or a belt. Squeeze your feet to the midline. Look down, or the toes pointing so that the second toe lines up with the center of your ankle. So we don't want the feet too far turned out, toes out, or too far turned in. That way, when you squeeze to the midline and you pull up the legs, you've got stability here. Bright, beautiful breath, breathe in. And now really trust the legs, push the hips back and the heart forward. And with humility, we bow in, knuckles reach to the sky. Call upon the fluidity of your breath. 3 more breaths. Reaffirm your awareness of your feet, your legs, and then use your shoulder blades to release your arms so that the fingers come down on the floor in front. And we'll bend the front left knee and go Skandasana. And up and over. And breath. And when you feel the foundation, then you can bend the knee. Nice. Now this time we'll walk it around all the way to frame your front left foot. Full breath in, plant your hands, plank, downward dog. So my intention with this fundamentals practice is that we will explore each of the 5 principles of alignment. Today we went through open to grace. Next week we'll cover muscular energy. And slowly bring the knees to the earth. Big toes together, knees wide, child's pose. That soft, beautiful grace that lives within me, sees, honors, and recognizes that in you. So namaste. Thanks for your practice today. And I'll see you next time. Love you.